Good morning, guys. Okay, so I'm just getting up and getting ready, going about my regular routine, which I'm almost done. So first things first, before I eat anything or break my fast, I drink a whole water bottle full of spring water, and then I have my coffee, and then I break my fast. And just bring you guys along on what I eat in a day, how I cook, how I prepare my food, how I store it, all that kind of stuff. Living in a minivan. It just requires, some different things. But I like my setup, and I'm going to show you guys how I do that. So I'm going to bring you along for my breakfast. We're going to go grocery shopping because I got to get some stuff for supper. But I have a really exciting breakfast prepared, or what I'm going to make for breakfast. It's fun, and it's not my usual breakfast, but I thought it'd be fun to put on this video. All right, guys, so I'm going to finish off some of my morning routine stuff, and then I'll just catch up with you as we go about this day and just share with you what I'm eating, all the things. Okay, so I'll meet you guys back here shortly. Okay, first meal. I'm gonna show you what it is. Okay, I need my little cup. I really do need to get a little tiny bowl or one of those little food saver things. I'm good. Measuring cup. So for my chocolate sauce, I'm going to show you what I'm doing with that in just a second. Chocolate sauce. I'm going to put a new butane in my stove because my other one is pretty much toast. Chocolate sauce. I sometimes add cinnamon to my chocolate sauce, but I'm not going to do that this time. Pancakes. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about it, but I'm doing a form of intermittent fasting where I fast for 36 hours. Probably my fast is well into 40 hours right now. And then I have an eating window of about 12 hours, like an entire day. And then when I eat my last meal, around 6 or 7, then I go back into a 36-hour fast. So it's called alternate day fasting. Today is my eat day. So with this protocol, you don't really have to follow a diet. Like, you know, the whole thing is non-restrictive. So other than, you know, your fasting window, and it creates weight loss because you're going to be in a calorie deficit. There's, you know, almost impossible to exceed your daily recommended, like your maintenance calories. So you end up being in a deficit over the period of a week. So, but what I am doing is I'm trying to stick to higher protein, whereby I'm going to get 30 grams of protein per meal. At least that's my goal. And then it makes your fast, you know, your long fast easier because you're going to be satiated longer rather than, you know, a junk food day. But I did have a junk food day and I still am seeing progress. Okay, so this protein powder mix for one serving has 23 grams of protein, which is awesome. And then in my chocolate sauce, I'm using this powdered peanut butter, which has, for 2.5 tablespoons, which is what I'm using, has 6 grams of protein. So I pretty much, with those two things alone, meet my 30 grams of protein per meal. And in my chocolate sauce, there's, you know, it's pretty clean. I'm using this stevia vanilla cream stevia drops to sweeten that. I think that's it. I need my bowl and my other bowl. So my van storage has been changing quite a bit. Things are moving. Like where I store stuff has been shifting quite a bit, but now I feel like I found the perfect spot for pots and pans and bowls and, you know, things like that. So I'll show you where I keep those. So in my floor storage, which I have stow and go storage here, and it goes even under the fridge, the kitchen stand, and then I have stow and go storage over here. It's a total mess right now. So in this stow and go area, I just move that piece to cover it, and then down here I'm keeping my cooking utensils and things like that. So obviously I have to wipe things down after each use because stuff does fall down in here. Right? So there are my cooking things. And then I just slide that door back on. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to make the chocolate sauce. So this is also going on my pancakes. Guys, I'm going all out. And then also I'm going to have my bananas. So it's going to be so decadent. I think I'm going to use some milk for my chocolate sauce, but you can use water. So I take my cup. Oh, I need a tablespoon here. My tablespoon. I take my just unsweetened fries cocoa and my powdered peanut butter. So all the fat is removed from this. Could use regular peanut butter, but you'll see how this comes together. And then, like I said, I sweeten it with stevia drops. All right. I feel a little bit discombobulated because my van is a real mishmash of different things going on, but we're going to get this down. I'm so excited for this meal. So what I do in my little cup or bowl, if that's what you have, but this is what I have living in my van, because I typically don't do a lot of this kind of stuff. So I'm putting basically 2 tablespoons of this powdered peanut butter. It's gonna basically make like a Reese's peanut butter kind of sauce, Reese's peanut butter cups. And then, and you can, you know, obviously increase or decrease based on your own wants and needs. So 2 tablespoons of this cocoa powder. This is the perfect amount for me. And then I'm going to, so once you start to add your liquid, it's either, you can either use water or milk or plant-based milk, whatever your flavor is. And you can create the consistency you want based on how much liquid you put in there. Okay, so I'm going to use milk because I want it extra creamy. I usually do use just water. And then I just eyeball it. There's really no measurement. I wait. You can even also make this, you can even make this like Nutella. I've done that, so it's more like a spread. Okay, so you just mix, mix, mix. Takes a little bit to dissolve. The other thing too about my alternate day fasting, at this point, I am not hungry. Like, I'm not starving. You would think that it would be like, oh my God. Not at all, because the way your body begins to change during those many hour fasts is now at this stage, I'm probably over 40 hours, is it's running off ketones, right? It's very healthy. And I'm going to put a bunch of links, because I know people get all excited and their knickers get all knotted up because they don't believe in this protocol, but I do. So I'm not really asking for people's opinions about my protocol. I'm basically telling you what I'm doing. There's tons and tons of research. I've done this before. I follow Dr. Mindy Peltz, especially for women in the menopause, and postmenopausal stages of your life. This kind of fasting is super beneficial for balancing hormones. Yeah, that's one of the main benefits. So I've got like this kind of a consistency right now. I don't know if you guys can see. Obviously there's still lumps, but it starts to thicken a little bit after it's been sitting. I'm also going to add my stevia, because if you were to eat that just like that right now, it'd be very, very bitter. So I actually add quite a bit of stevia to mine. But then there's going to be the bananas as well, so it will sweeten up. Okay, so I'm just going to let that sit for a bit. I'm going to put the milk away. And kind of keep the mess under some type of control while I cook. This powder over here. Okay, so milk away. Have I said how much I love my fridge? I'm so happy that Iceco sent me this fridge. Really, it was the best collab I think I've ever had so far. I'm going to also just wipe down my frying pan. Yeah, so this is a new addition. This is the non-stick skillet. I really like this bowl because it's some kind of a really smooth plastic, because cooking or cleaning up can be such a chore. I guess it was a chore for me when I lived in a sticks and bricks as well. But with this type of material, I'll show you how I clean up after. It just, stuff just wipes off of that. This bowl here is not so easy because it's not that smooth, shiny surface. Okay, everything is done there. We got the chocolate sauce done. And put some of this stuff away. It's very dangerous to put things on the floor. Ask me how I know. And I really don't want this to topple, but so you can already see it's thickening up. It's perfect. Now I'm going to mix my pancake mix in my bowl. Let's move the fridge back out. Guys, totally loving my slide out fridge. Oh, it's so cool when you have the vision and then you see it come together, you know? Okay, so this calls for 2/3 of a cup of mix. And this is my half cup. So I'll just do a little bit more than a half cup. Again, pancake mix is about consistency, right? Yeah, I'll go with that. Why not? So this says to add water. Oh, a half a cup of milk or water. So we might as well use milk. Why not? I gotta use this stuff up anyway because it's due in a few days. So let's use this up. Half a cup. And then what I do fairly soon, I try to kind of wipe food from the dish right away so that it doesn't, you know, stick, harden, all that kind of stuff. But this will still get cleaned with water and vinegar. Okay, now we can put this milk away. That. So pancake mix. I don't know if you can see, just mix it like normal pancake. So this makes like 2 medium-sized pancakes. Oh, and because this is the birthday cake flavor, there are little chunks of confetti candy in here. So I thought I would do 2 pancakes to make it kind of like a cake. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna leave it kind of like that because I don't want it any runnier than that or any thicker pancake batter. Okay, so now my propane, or sorry, it's not propane, my butane cooktop, which I'm absolutely loving. Okay, so probably too much. I'm not crazy about this spray. It's kind of weird. Okay, I got my spatula. Now this is on high right now, so I'm going to turn this down to about medium. Because I think it's pretty hot. Ooh, probably the heat is a bit too high. Yeah, way too high. Okay, done. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my sauce on here. For the layers. Okay, let's flip this guy. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm just going to break off this banana because so ripe. Well, that's half on there. Okay, so here's where we're at. Chocolate sauce. Like a birthday cake. No words. Okay guys, I'm gonna go enjoy my breakfast. I'm gonna be back. I think I'm gonna have a snack and then have a kind of late-ish dinner. So I'll meet you back here for my next whatever I'm gonna eat. Okay. Okay guys, let's go for a nature walk. So it's an absolutely gorgeous day. So welcome to Elk Falls. Please stay on the designated trails. Okay. Don't have to tell me twice. Oh, we're coming up to the suspension bridge. I've never been here before. Also, I'm starting to feel better. The more sunshine we get, and you know, like we're into almost mid-February. So it's like I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, meaning spring is coming. So slowly my mood is lifting up and feeling better, a little bit more energized. Some things still like take a lot of effort for me in terms of making videos, because I pre-plan in my head and it's got to be like this and this and this. But I'm going to just go back to how it was when I was living in my car. I would just spontaneously take you guys along on whatever I was doing. So I enjoy it and I think you guys enjoy it. I also wanted to say thank you to all my new subscribers, guys. Thank you for clicking that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate all my subscribers. You guys have been awesome. Yeah, I just so appreciate you guys. So I was just thinking about what's coming up next for me and my channel. And there's going to be some twists and turns. There's actually a major thing coming up, but I'm going to talk about it in a dedicated video. Just because it's a big thing. But it's going to impact my channel quite a bit. I'm just not sure how to navigate that, but yeah, once we get there, I'll kind of share that. Okay. Wow. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay guys, so it's like mid-afternoon and I've had my brunch, gone for a walk, and I'm sitting here working on stuff in the van. So I'm feeling a little kind of like munchies sort of thing. So usually when that happens, I have either, if I've got a snack in my food drawer, or I'll have a protein shake. So I'm gonna go for a snack rather than a protein shake. Probably healthier to go for a protein shake, but I'm just feeling like that crunch. So I'll show you what's in my pantry here. Okay, so there's just a mishmash of everything. Some things don't belong here, and I'm just tossing things in. So I like these pretzels, and these ones are sour cream and chive. I have another one in here somewhere. Oh, maybe I don't. Yeah, and then I've also got these nacho chips, but I think I'm gonna go in for these. So what goes with munchies is So I've got, as I stopped drinking Dr. Pepper, so I've got these creamy root beer Zevia. So it's only sweetened with stevia and there's no caffeine. So that one's good. And then I've also got these ones. These are just natural sparkling water with like an orange, well, it says natural flavor. This one's orange grapefruit. But I'm going to go in for my root beer. I really like to have these when I'm fasting. So, because it's like a treat. Okay, so that's where I'm going for. Okay, so I'm going to have some munchies, and then in a little bit I'm going to start supper. Okay. Hi guys, so I'm sitting here sewing, and Louie, who used to live on a huge property in Quebec, is gifting me some like family maple syrup, guys. This is legit. Oh, this is liquid gold. Thank you, Louie. All right, guys, so I'm going to start supper. It's just incredibly gorgeous here right now, and the sun is setting right there. And like it's so warm and there's no wind. So I'm going to cook. I'm going to put my butane cooktop right here and start cooking, especially because I'm going to be using or cooking that bacon, and you know I don't want it to splatter up there, so but I'm actually going to cook it in a deeper pot just for that reason. These are actually a camping set that I had, and I just keep using it because it's really great and it all mushes down for storage wise. Really, like that's, you know, two pots and 2 lids. So yeah, what I'm going to do is boil the pasta in this bowl and then transfer it here, and then cook the bacon in this one, and then just add everything back in. All right, so let's start that. It's literally so nice. I feel like I'm in heaven right now. The wind does pick up a bit, and so if it does, then I will just keep the butane stove here but shut the door. Okay, so grab the butane stove. Yeah, the wind is picking up a little bit, so I'm just gonna keep this here, cook right down here, but shut the van door, but also get this beautiful sunset here. So we're just going to do a little switch around. The other thing I'm going to do here are crack the windows because I'll be boiling water. Okay, I'm going to move you guys over here. Okay, plan C is I'm going to cook on the fridge. Sanitize. So my van has pretty much been in a constant state of flux during my van build, and it's complicated. Okay, so out of the fridge I have the sour cream and the cottage cheese. For this dish, for sure, we need salt and pepper. You could actually add any seasonings you want. I might even put some parsley in there, but where's my black pepper? Right there. So those are the spices for sure, for sure. I'm gonna take this off. Oh, yeah. Look at, guys. How freaking gorgeous is that? And the water is right there. So I'm so happy right now. Okay. Obviously, once the noodles are cooked, I'm going to have to drain them. But somebody was telling me that you could cook the noodles in such a way, like only put enough water and then it cooks out all the water. I don't know if we can do that or not, but maybe we'll give that a shot. I can't wait for the summer. The summertime, well, even the spring in my van is going to be so epic. I will probably, well, you know, I will appreciate it 1,000 times more for having gone through the winter. It's pretty intense. Pretty intense. I've pulled out my fridge and this is on there. I'm just going to push this table back a little bit. Okay. And letting the water boil, I'm going to cook off the noodles and then I'm going to cook the bacon. So, just a quick update. I have cooked the egg noodles and drained them, so they are sitting in that bowl right there. And I'm now frying up the bacon. Once the bacon is done, I toss in the noodles and the sour cream. Anyways, oh my god, guys, I'm so excited. I'm bringing some over to Jim because he's right here. So my thought of cooking it in this higher edged pan was a good choice, but I'm definitely going to get a splatter screen for the next time if I make this dish because it does splatter. Alright guys, it's done. I already brought some over to Jim, so he's enjoying it. So this is actually a Hungarian dish, and it's called, well, of course I won't be able to say it properly, but it's called Turos tészta, something like that. So yeah, it's just egg noodles, bacon, cottage cheese, and sour cream. So I'm going to go and enjoy some of this while it's still warm, and then I'll come back and close this video up. Oh my goodness, guys, that was so good. I should probably tell you a little bit of a backstory while I'm cleaning up here. How I came to know about this dish was from a childhood, I guess we were, I don't know, grade 5 or 6, and one day her mom and her invited me over for, I think it was dinner, and they're from Hungary, so this is what she served, and oh my god, I fell in love with it right then, and I've made it not that often throughout these years, but it's one of my go-to comfort dishes. It was a little complex to make it here in the van, and that's mostly because my kitchen components are not all put together, so it was just blah. And I don't normally cook that complex, like, so there was like 3 separate containers that needed food in it and putting it all together. Normally I stick to 1 dish meals, just for convenience sake, but I'm looking forward to my kitchen being done so that I can prepare easy. I try to get every single morsel of food out. Now this is going to be particularly tricky because it's like cheesy, so I'm going to go straight to my vinegar and water, and I might as well put this fork in there as well. I kind of work on the floor as well because I'm on this little stool, which is not very high, so I have a good ability to move around quite well. Okay, so fridge stuff will go here. Fridge. Then these are the dishes. This was what the pasta was, and this was just to drain it. It still has to get washed, obviously. Okay. So the other thing I didn't make is the salad. I got salad to go with tonight's dinner, but it did not happen. for the fridge. Got the diesel heater cranked. It's still very beautiful out. The sun is going down slowly, slowly. So for cleanup, I use some of these heavy duty paper towels, but I also use Kleenex wipes. And I go through a lot of these, but I buy them in bulk and I just find them super easy to use. So when I lived in my car, my routine was significantly different and more difficult. Yeah, I mean, I find cooking in a vehicle, I'm not the person to talk to about how cooking in a van is like so much fun, because I can tell you it's not for me. I think it could be, but every once in a while I will go through this process where I make something super, you know, complicated or a lot of work and a lot of dishes and a lot of cleanup, because it's not that fun for me, but I do it. This was the pasta bowl, so just spray water and vinegar. So see, this bowl is beautiful because even if this was like cheese or something, it just slides right off the surface. You get to know after you've lived in your vehicle for a while, it's not about pretty. It's not about pretty anymore. It's about how well does it clean and does it fit, and is it all like, it's a whole different paradigm. And I've pretty much found some of the things that I like. Okay, so that's pretty much cleaned. I give it one more squirt, take my drying towel and dry it, and then that's ready to go. This pot is going to be a nightmare. It's got to be done. But my days of soap and water, like, it's literally 3 or 4 times the amount of work. So this is proving to be difficult because of that cheesiness. But I've learned that you just go around and around. You just keep going until it's gone. There's nothing really else you can do. I've heard of people, they boil water and stuff. To me, that almost seems like more work. But to each their own. Oh, I will get there. It's just over and over and over. I will feel, when all my dishes are done and this whole area is cleaned up, I will feel so good. I know I will. And also I feel totally satisfied from all the things I ate today. I have one more thing I'm gonna have, is a couple pieces of, well, probably, you know, I don't know, a third or a half of this chocolate bars I'm gonna have. And then I'll close out my eating window. Oh, here comes Jim.
Oh, hello, world.
So yeah, I gave Jim a plate of that 2 dish tasted. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's filling, hey?
Thanks.
It's filling.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What do you got?
Cookies?
Oh, I will. These are so old school.
What do you mean old school?
Well, they're just like, I remember having these when I was little. No, I can't have the whole thing.
No, take a couple more.
I did. I got 2. I'm good.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Jim. Have a good night. Okay, guys. I just pretty much finished this pot. Took me, I don't know, 7 times. But I'm satisfied with how clean I got it and my spoon. So guys, I'm just going to close this video out. I hope you enjoyed spending the day about what I eat in the day, living in my minivan, how I cook, where my food is, all that kind of stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.